All right, guys. Hey, thanks for grabbing this video. Here's 3 ways you may be helping pimps do what they do. Number 1 is this. If you're viewing pornography, if you're supporting pornography, man, pornography is taking up probably, I think it's somewhere in the 30-40% range when it comes to the internet, the websites on the internet, the clicks they're getting. It's a massive portion of our online world right now. Pornography is taking over. If you contribute to that in any way, you are potentially being a part of the problem, because as we see in a lot of different studies around the nation, you see that pornography is linked to prostitution, where it could either be the girls working in the pornography industry. Most of them are forced or coerced or tricked into that life. Most of them can't get out of that life. Most of them work as prostitutes or are being pimped. And so when you participate in pornography, it's not a passive thing that you do, but it's an active thing that you do that's allowing people to create a content on the internet that's perpetuating a market that leads men, and even women, I guess, but leads men to participate in prostitution and take it to that next level. So if you're participating in pornography, you're looking at pornography, get some help, get out of it. Because it's one of the gateway drugs, if that makes sense, to sex trafficking in our world. Number 2 is this, the foster care system. Right now, I heard a statistic, and we all know how statistics are. Where do we get the info? Are they reliable? But I heard that 80% of the cases that are prosecuted as trafficking cases in the United States today, 80% of those, the individual was in the foster care system. If you're not involved in the foster care system in your local community, you need to be. You may be helping sexual predators and pimps do what they do by allowing this under-resourced government agency or this under-resourced demographic of individuals, of kids. If you're allowing that to go under-resourced, then you're probably setting back on the sidelines, not doing something that you could be doing to end trafficking and stop trafficking in your world. Foster care is fueling sex trafficking in our nation today. We've got to do something about it, and we've got to do something about it in our communities to make a difference. So that could be monthly support to a local foster care organization. It could be getting involved volunteering. It could be becoming a foster parent. I don't know what your specific hand of cards is that you have to play, but we got to be involved in it. Number 3 is this. I think it's super important, is you have to know the red flags. Man, you can Google this. There are so many resources. Just type it in Google, YouTube it, look it up. You can find the red flags of human trafficking, and you can probably specifically find red flags for your area. You may be in a rural area, you may be in a city, you may be somewhere in between, but there are red flags that you can look out for to be able to identify potential trafficking cases. If we're just aware of it, it's just awareness, you think? No, it's not just awareness, but it's being attentive to the needs of those who are being exploited and are in vulnerable situations. So I think it's important, it's imperative that we learn the red flags. So just to reiterate, number 1, get out of pornography. Don't view it, don't look at it, don't support it. I've even heard of investment companies that invest our 401ks into companies that support pornographic sites or companies that make porn. I'm not sure of all the details on that, but check out your investments. Dig into your life, see what you're purchasing online. We don't want to be involved in pornography for a lot of reasons, but especially because it supports and it fuels sex trafficking. Get involved in the foster care system in your community. Make a difference, because that is fueling sex trafficking in our world today. And number 3, learn the red flags, man. It's so simple. Just see the warning signs in your community. When you're driving by a truck stop, when you're driving by a massage parlor, when you're walking through a neighborhood, what should you look for? What should you see? If you begin to learn those, then those gut feelings begin to come into play because you have that knowledge in your head. So hope you guys found this helpful, and I think it's important for everyone to know, hey, am I helping a pimp do what he does by being unaware or not being involved in something that I should be, or participating in something that's potentially damaging, not just to me, but to the world around me. So thank you guys so much.